What's going on, Top Notch family? It's your boy Trent back with another video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about one question for every single Eastern Conference team. So we're going to be starting from the 2024 standings and just going all the way down. And then the next episode will be one question for every single Western Conference team. So if you guys enjoyed this video, once again, drop a like. It helps my channel grow. It helps the video get out there even more. And I'll just appreciate that so much. And also, if you guys just enjoy NBA content in general with the season approaching, drop that sub. I appreciate it so much. You're going to have a lot of fun over here. We do a lot of fun content. Anyways, so we are going to be starting with the Boston Celtics. And I'll really try to make this quick because, like I said, there's a lot of teams, and I'm not trying to have you here waiting all day. But to start off with the Boston Celtics, my one question, well, I'm kind of cheating, but it is my video and it is my content, so I do what I want. But you get what I'm trying to get at. My one question technically would be like, can they maintain their top 5 offense, right? Last year, they were absolutely incredible. Great three-point shooting team. Like every statistical stat that you could possibly think of, the Celtics were in the top 5, at least, right? Like they were just very good. They were a great home team, a great road team. Like, I mean, this team was just absolutely amazing, and they were destined to win an NBA championship. Can they maintain that? Then what's the, can Porzingis stay healthy? Now, that may not be a big question because at the end of the day, they still won a championship kind of without him. I mean, he played and he didn't play, especially in that playoff run. But, it's a new year. They're going to need KP, personally, in my opinion. Teams did get better in the Eastern Conference, so can he stay healthy? And then lastly, the bench depth. Can they perform again? Can players like, Al Horford, obviously think he's going to perform, but Peyton Pritchard, if Lonnie Walker's still on the roster, Luke Cornett, like they're Sam Hauser, who they just paid. So their bench is not really that good, but they do what they got to do. And so does Jordan Walsh hit the crack the rotation? So there's different players that I'm definitely expecting to possibly crack that rotation. So that's my couple questions for the Boston Celtics. 2, the New York Knicks will be, can Mikal, can OG, can Jalen, and Julius work all out? And Dante, and Josh Hart. Because you got to think about it. You traded for a player like Mikal Bridges. You lost Isaiah Hartenstein. So now you're lacking that center position because Mitchell Robinson is injury prone. So can this big Villanova big 4 work out? That's my question outside of Julius Randle, right? I want to see how they figure that out. And then the Bucks. Can Dame stay healthy? And Chris Middleton, right? Those are my questions, right? I think Dame was not healthy. He was dealing with a lot, especially during that offseason. It seems like family related and stuff like that. And obviously Giannis was hurt and whatever. Like the Bucks did kind of fall off a little bit. But they traded for Dame to win a championship with Giannis. Can he stay healthy? Can he go back to the Portland Dame? Because he even said it like, I still got it. I'm still him. So can he stay healthy? And Chris Middleton, obviously, I'm not going to say he's washed, but they need him because that bench is not the greatest. That bench sucks. So those are my big concerns about the Milwaukee Bucks. If anybody gets hurt of their star players, they're cooked. If it's Giannis, if it's Dame, it's over. Team's not good enough. Then we move on to the Cavaliers. Does Evan Mobley generate better offense this upcoming season? Because when you have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen on the same court playing together, it's going to make the offense very stagnant. And I get it. Allen didn't play in the postseason. He didn't. I believe he got a contract extension. Does he eventually get traded? I think personally you need to trade him. I think you need to space out the floor a little bit more and add more scoring around Donovan Mitchell. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, and Max Strus is not going to get it done. If you're going to put those lineups in, you need to put somebody else that can generate offense to help them out, especially in the playoffs, because Evan Mobley and Jared Allen is not going to work out. It's just not going to work out at all. So those are my concerns. Can Evan Mobley turn into that huge leap and generate more offense, help Donovan Mitchell well, and then Jared Allen trade, right? Then Orlando Magic. I really don't have a question for them, so this one might be kind of lame. And I don't think it happens, but possibly could, right? Do the Magic regress? They had 47 wins. Do they regress, right? They did add, they pretty much brought everybody back. They added KCP. I think this team is going to be really good. I don't think they regress, but there's a chance they do. They're still a young team, and anything could possibly happen. So do they stay at that 5-6 range, or do they drop 7-8? That's my question for them, right? And then we're going to move on to the Pacers. Can Tyrese Halliburton turn back into all-star form? Yes, he's an all-star player. Yes, he was an all-star game. But after that injury, he was not the same Tyrese Halliburton. He wasn't. He dealt with injuries in the playoffs. He dealt with injuries before, during the regular season, and it really hampered him. It hampered him a lot. So can he turn into that player where he was looking absolutely amazing? Because if he can, I think this Pacers team could be really, really good. I think they can have more wins, and I think they could easily be a top 4, top 5 seed in the Eastern Conference. Because don't forget, Mathurin will be coming back. They're taking another year into the system with Pascal Siakam, with Miles Turner. I mean, Ben Shepherd. You got Nembhard. This team is pretty good. So can Tyrese get back to that all-star form? That's going to be my question, right? Now, the big one, the 76ers. The 76ers is an interesting one because there's a lot of questions that I can ask. But I'm just going to do the big one. Paul George performing in the playoffs. Are you going to get the Tobias Harris performance coming out of Paul George? Or are you going to get Paul George from Indiana/OKC performance? And don't forget, Paul George still struggling in OKC in the playoffs. But what Paul George are you going to get? Because the last postseason that he was with the Los Angeles Clippers with no Kawhi Leonard, he was absolutely awful. He had one good game. One good freaking game. So it's just like, can he perform? That's my thing. He got destroyed by Derrick Jones Jr. Derrick Jones Jr. defensively. PJ Washington, he couldn't handle that. So now you're supposed to go over there to be the second or third guy. They need you to perform. You got paid all this money. You left the Clippers. What are you going to do in the postseason? That's going to be my question for the 76ers and Paul George. Then the Miami Heat. Simple as this, can they stay healthy? I feel like they had the most different starting lineups last year. They can never stay healthy. Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. I mean, the list continues to go on and on and on. Terry Rozier. They're missing their key players. Can this Miami Heat team stay healthy? Because if they can stay healthy, I think they can compete. And it's really just simple as that. So those are kind of my big things coming up for the Miami Heat. Now, moving on. The Chicago Bulls. Does Zach LaVine eventually get traded? Do they keep him? How do they figure that out? Because it seems like Zach LaVine does not want to be there at all. He doesn't. And if they do trade him, what do they get off him? Do they just say, you know what, I just want him gone. Give me whatever you could possibly get. Because if that's the case, why didn't they do that now? Or do they try to figure it out, work it out, and Zach LaVine stays, right? And then, obviously, their draft pick. How is their draft pick going to play with these young guys? And then Josh Giddey. So you acquire Josh Giddey. He's playing the point, but what are you going to do with Ayo? What are you going to do with Kobe White, who had great seasons, right? And so those are kind of my questions for the Chicago Bulls. The Hawks, obviously, Zachary Richard, what's up with him? Is he going to be worth the pick that the Hawks draft him at? Is he? That's my question. You know what I'm saying? Is he going to come out there, have a rookie of the year type season? Is he going to be a bust? Is he going to struggle? Is Trae Young going to make life easier for him? That's the big question that I'm worried about for the Atlanta Hawks. You traded DeJounte Murray. What direction are you going? Are you going to trade Capella? Are you going to trade Trae Young? What's going on with the Atlanta Hawks? Then we can continue to move on. As you see right here, we got the Brooklyn Nets. Now, the Brooklyn Nets, to me, are just a mess. Like, I honestly don't know what you do with this team at all. I don't. Like, it's stupid. But there's still some stuff to talk about. Ben Simmons, probably, what is going on with Ben Simmons? I personally think he needs to retire. I think he sucks. I don't think he's good at all. He's awful. So he needs to retire. And is Cam Thomas going to take over? Is he going to take that next leap? Is he going to be that star player for this Brooklyn Nets? Be the franchise player for this team? We'll see. I think he has talent. I think there's still a lot of stuff that he needs to work on. His shot decision may not be the greatest, but it may be his time. After trading Mikal Bridges, there's nobody over there. So what's kind of next for that team, right? And then the Toronto Raptors. Who takes the next leap? Is it Grady Dick, right? An high draft pick. Scotty Barnes. Emmanuel Quickly. Who's going to take that next leap? Mind you, this team's coming off a championship not too long ago with Kawhi Leonard, Pascal Siakam. You get what I'm trying to say? So they got a good front office. They got a good, solid young core over there. Maybe they surprise some people, but is Scotty going to take that leap? He just got paid a massive, massive contract, right? Emmanuel Quickly is still very, very good. What are they going to do? I need to see improvement from their young guys. Then we got the Charlotte Hornets. Can LaMelo Ball stay healthy? That's just my thing. Can LaMelo Ball stay healthy? Because if LaMelo Ball stays healthy, one, the Charlotte Hornets will be a playoff team, and two, LaMelo Ball will be making the All-Star game. That Charlotte Hornets team is very good. When you have LaMelo Ball, you have Brandon Miller, you got Miles Bridges, you got Mark Williams, I believe it's Mark Williams. The list continues to go on. This is a very, very good team. So if LaMelo stay healthy, then I think this team will be fine. The Wizards, Alex Sarr played awful in Summer League. What's going to happen with him? Is he the future of this team? Is he going to win the Rookie of the Year? What are we going to expect from Alex Sarr? Is he going to make a layup? Those are my questions. And then the Detroit Pistons, there's really not much to talk about this team, but Sarr, is he the future, right? What's going on with Jaden Ivey? Does he eventually get traded? Cade Cunningham just got paid, so obviously he's going to be the future of that team. So those are kind of my 1, 2, 3 questions for the Eastern Conference. You guys let me know in the comment sections, what do you guys think and what's your questions for the Eastern Conference? And I will be coming back for the Western Conference. So once again, drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm out. Peace!